Today I'm going to show you Rocky Woods. It's in Medfield off of Hartford Street. Hartford Street's off of 109 in Medfield. I just started walking down the red trail from the first parking lot, and there's a volleyball court, covered picnic tables, which are kind of nice. This is the very south side of Chickering Pond. Right when I got here, I cast out into these lily pads and caught a three-quarter pound bass. And then fished for a little longer here, nothing, a couple more minutes. I walked all the way around. There's probably about 3 or 4 spots over there and about 6 or 7 along this side. The only other place I got a bite, I think, is I got a couple bites near that multi-tier rock wall. Then I came back over here to stand on this rock wall where I caught the first one, cast the same exact spot right in those lily pads like that and just let it sit there. And I caught another one. Alright, we are here at this little intersection of the black path this way and the yellow one over here. And you can see the yellow one actually is going to go across this Echo Pond. There's the bridge. Okay, and I was just at this Chickering Pond, so I followed this path down here. And on the way back, I'll probably come around here and see what's on this side of Echo Pond. So we're going to go on this black path this way right now and see how the shore fishing is. I don't know if it's if there's any spots. I have no idea. Here's a spot to shore fish from on Echo Pond. Looks like right here. There's a spot just to the right of that dock I was on a minute ago. I had a little bite over there in the corner right near shore, but he took my worm. Could have been a little guy, I don't know. And then nothing after that. So I'm going to give you a piece of advice that I think can help a lot. This spot here has some branches. Okay, I could move them. I'm not concerned about them. Don't think that just because you're right next to shore, there's not going to be fish like right here. You don't have to always cast out. If you can't, fine. I've come to what I think's June Pond right here. We were just fishing here at Echo in this little cove and around there. And I didn't go over the bridge yet. I came up here and I think I'm right around here somewhere. On the way down, I'm gonna go back to Echo and go back across that bridge and then along the bottom. And then actually you can come out right here. So I'll check for more shore fishing spots here, and we'll see right now if there's any shore fishing spots on this. Doesn't look too promising though, but we'll see. It looks overgrown. This is the other side of June Pond on the Blue Trail, and we're right around here somewhere between 11 and 12. And it's definitely a no-go for fishing. This is what it looks like right here, and all the way around it's the same thing. There's heavy vegetation in the water. I don't know how deep it even is. All around the shorelines, heavy vegetation and heavy brush and bush all the way around on the shore too. We are here on the southern side of Echo Pond. I just walked around here and we're gonna see if there's any fish over here. It looks like there's some spots here to fish from shore. And you could probably even go over there. Yeah, looks like there's a couple spots over there you could check out too. Here on Echo Pond, at the bridge, you can see there's pads basically everywhere on both sides. So using the jig, which is what I've been using all day, isn't close to the best option. Okay, so what I'd recommend, and what I'm going to do right now, is tie something else on. What I would tie on, first option would be this Zoom Super Fluke 5-inch. It's the most weedless bait that I have. The next thing I guess I'd go to is these Bass Pro Stickos. They're Senko imitators. They're better, I think. They're not swim Senkos, regular Senkos, 5-inch. Then you could go with a frog. I don't have a frog. I don't carry one usually. My hookup ratio with frogs is too low. I never seem to set the hook effectively. These Zoom Magnum tricks, they're okay. I haven't used them a lot. They're pretty new. I haven't actually used them much. These I've used a lot before. They're in the wrong bag. They're, what are they? Culprit Original, like 6-inch, I think. Red shad, no flake. And you know, you could go to a floating worm. I don't have much luck with those. So I'm going to tie on the Zoom Super Fluke 5-inch first, and then maybe I'll go to the regular Senko or Bass Pro Sticko. So I'll show you how this works in the water before I send it out in the pads. Just kind of, you can do different things with it. But oh, see, there's a fish biting it already. He's a little teeny one, but he's biting it. See that? So I'll work it like this. You can jerk it, let it sink slow. And normally I'll only put this in the pads. I won't fish this out in the open like this. I'm just doing this to show you. So how it swims and how it sinks. What I'll do normally is I'll just put it on the pads like this, and I'll bring it about this speed over the pads, okay? And when I come into an open area like that, you can let it sink a little bit. See, there's little fish going after it. I can see it. And then when it starts to sink too much, and I don't want to get caught up in the weeds, I'll pull it out of there. So, and I'm still kind of in weeds. I'll fish it in the weeds around the edges. I'll never really fish it in the open. I might go near the shore with it, like that. Kinda. I put on a Bass Pro Sticko, which is an imitation Senko, 5-inch, like dark watermelon seed or dark watermelon pepper, something like that. It's like a darker color, dark green. It's not as weedless, but I think it catches more fish. So, and it seems to work good. Let it sink down. Yeah, it seems to work good when you let it just kind of sink. That's why they call it a Senko, the way it sinks. But it gets caught up more, for sure. It's not as bad as the swim Senko. The swim Senko would get caught up in this bed of lily pads a lot more. So when I reel this in and let it sit in a spot where there are not too many pads, let it sink down, but it's going to get much more caught up. So this one's pretty weedless. This one, unlike the Super Fluke, you can fish outside weeds too. It's successful where there's no weeds. It seems to attract fish, even if they get a good look at it. It looks like a real worm, so, and it casts further than the Super Fluke and the swim Senko. I see this a lot of fish over there. I don't know if they're big, small, but they keep disturbing the water there. So I just keep going there.